So I went to watch this movie called Salaar, and Salaar is a Persian word meaning a commander, as for example, a Sipah Salar, which means a commander of the army. And I watched it at the PVR Star Mall, Gurgaon. And the bummer was that I was stopped at the gates because they wouldn't allow my 6-year-old daughter inside due to the depiction of violence in the movie. But after a bit of cajoling, they let me in along with her. When you go to Prabhas movies, in spite of everything which is done, you are mentally preparing yourself for a South Indian touch movie, and you have Bahubali in mind too, and actually that preparation comes in handy. The first half is an elaborate build-up on the base and the logic of the story of the movie, and we are itching for the action to begin. And finally, the action does begin just before the interval. And it's just a shame that you must have an intermission in the Hindi movies. You want that action to continue and the movie to continue and not be interrupted by the intermission. And then finally begins the second half, and the second half takes you into a half mythical, half real world of a city called Khansar and its deadly politics, games of Throne, which keeps going on and on and on, and you start getting worried how the story will end in time. And in fact, it doesn't. It is all a build up towards the sequel or the second part of the movie. And now then, even if there is a second half, there should be a reasonable closure to the first half. Otherwise, you feel half cheated and sort of feel entrapped in forcing to watch the second half. And that's really not fair. What if I never get to watch the second half? Uh, the best scene, however, in the movie is the way a villain called Vishnu is taken to task by Prabhas, with all the women dressed in maroon and red, chanting and baying for blood. It's a very dramatic and very artistic scene. And the whole story is being narrated to the heroine Shruti Hassan, daughter of Kamal Hassan. Uh, and Shruti Hassan has nearly no role in the movie in the first part. There is zero romance in the movie. It is all politics and guns and swords and axes. And in one scene, Shruti Hassan asks for a drink after hearing the story to restore apparently her composure, and that simply looks artificial. The fight scenes, though, are intense, and for that reason, children are not allowed. So, should you watch it or not in the theaters? I would say wait for it on the channels. In the movie, there is a dialogue. कुछ कहानियों को देखकर डर लगता है, कुछ कहानियों को सुनकर डर लगता है, और कुछ कहानियों को याद करके ही डर लगता है. I did not feel scared in the movie, nor afterward, and that just about sums it up all.